getting dark. Welcome back. I am getting ready to head out to go perfume shopping, book shopping, and also go to a jazz club, which I feel like is the perfect evening. So I'm just packing up my bag. I'm thinking for perfume, I don't have a great perfume that really. I do have Jo Malone's Blackberry and Bay. This has blackberry in it, bay leaves, and cedarwood. So I feel like it kind of has that smokiness to it. It smells a little masculine in my opinion. And I feel like that's kind of close to what I would associate with a jazz club. So we're gonna do this. Also, now that my nails are long, I can do this thing. I actually don't like long nails. I have to get them cut because it's like a sensory thing. Anyways, okay, we're gonna do this. It smells really good. Oh wait, also I finished Small Boats. I have so many thoughts about this. I'm still thinking about it. I finished it like a few days ago and I need to talk, but I have to get going. So I'll talk about this later. I think it's gonna storm outside. It looks very scary. Do you see this tree? Look at that rain. I made some tea and I'm watching the rain. It's kind of funny because it was completely sunny and happy like 10 minutes ago. And I remember seeing like people walking their dog outside. Someone was picking up food. Now it is just a complete dark and scary storm. I thought I would share what book I started reading. This is Sula by Toni Morrison. I've heard so many good things about Toni Morrison, and this book specifically has been recommended, and I have not picked it up, but now I am starting it. I'm about 60 pages in. I just got to the point where it's more about Nell and Sula. Before that, it was more about their moms and their grandmas and like kind of the time before them. So I'm looking forward to learn more about their relationship, but they're just best friends. They love each other. I do know though from the summary in the back it says that something happens where one betrays another. I don't know what that's gonna be. I'm trying to like imagine what it could be and guess. I don't think it's gonna be romance or like boy related. I think it would be something a bit more like deep where I might do some reading and editing while drinking my tea. This is also jujube tea. If you've never had jujube tea, you need to try it because it is so good. I think you can find it at H Mart for sure and other Asian grocery stores if you have one. It also smells really good. I wish there was a perfume that smelled like this. I'm sure there is. I haven't found one though. I messed up. I was looking up Sula and I was looking up reviews for the book. I don't know why. I just wanted to know more about their characters. And then I happened to read this one part that spoils the betrayal. I literally know what happens now. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. this would happen to me. In other news, I got this popcorn. It's pink lemonade popcorn. I don't know if you can tell, but it has like little speckles of pink in there. So we're gonna try it. Honestly, it kind of just tastes like a lemony popcorn, but with like a little bit of sweetness. I kind of like it. Do you see the pink? Hello? Hello?
So that's $8. Plus I found these too. So these are a little bit more expensive, $3.24. But still, all this is cheaper than this one book.
And then, oh, sorry. Fresh blueberries from the garden. Beautiful. For breakfast, I have my chia seed pudding with granola that's gluten-free, blueberries, and then a salted maple matcha latte. A little reading update. I finished Sula today. I pretty much finished the rest of this book this afternoon and evening. I feel like I cannot put words to this book because I will not do it justice. Overall, it was a great experience and my first introduction to Toni Morrison. So many things happened in this book, and it's also such a short novel. It covers multiple themes of female friendship, girlhood, motherhood, racism, trauma, and societal norms and expectations of women. I feel like I need to do some meditation and journaling and also read some reviews online to get a better understanding of what it is I just read, but it was amazing. Now that I finished this, I'm going to start reading Stoner by John Williams. I've heard a lot of good things about this book, very highly regarded and reviewed online. Based off the summary, this doesn't really seem like something I would be naturally inclined to pick up, but after hearing so many good things, I thought I would try it out. A few days ago, I made a very exciting purchase and got my first diptyque perfume, so I thought I would do a little unboxing. The reason why I got this was because a few weeks ago I went to New York with my friends and I split Discovery Kit with my friend Ariel, and I got these two low Papiers. And as you can tell, in the span of like 2.5 weeks, I've used a lot, and so that to me was a sign that I actually really liked it and I could justify buying a full size. It comes in this bag. And they actually gave me 2 sample sizes. So pretty. It just smells to me like rice and musk and just very warm and comforting. Good morning. I did some reading in bed. I read Stoner. I'm only like 20 pages in, so I don't have much to say yet, but I think today I don't have too much going on. I am going to do some knitting though, because I have not knit in I think like over 2.5 weeks now, and that's mainly because I've been super into reading, which is great. I love it. But a lot of my hobbies, I feel like they require my full attention, and also they're very time consuming. So it's really hard to make progress when I'm trying to do multiple at the same time. So I have not worked on my cardigan for a while, but I want to finish it. The thing with the cardigan though, I've realized, is because you have to knit flat because it's not in the round and it's not like a full circle like a sweater or the sweaters that I like to knit. I have to keep going back and forth from knitting and purling, and if you know, purling takes so long. Yeah, I think I'll do that, and then I also have to clean. But first, coffee. What is it? It kind of looks very white. It's good. A little milky. This is what my cardigan looks like so far. I haven't made that much progress, but I'm trying to do some more today. I'm finally getting around to talking about Small Boat. Without saying anything, I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Also, if you are a part of our book club, please skip this part because I don't want to spoil any of our conversations for later this week. So if you're Ariel or Tommy, skip ahead. Small Boat is about a group of migrants who are traveling from France to the UK in a small boat, and they end up capsizing and calling for help. This book is from the perspective of the Coast Guard woman who takes the distress calls. Everybody but 2 people end up dying, and there is some negligence on the main character's part, and that's kind of what we're talking about here. When I was reading this, I did not like the main character. Like, she was very unlikable, very cold, very judgmental towards these migrants who are in this situation and people who have essentially died. And the main character says that she shouldn't care. This is not her problem. Her job is to not care about where these people come from, who they are, what situation they're in. That is not required of her. I did take a lot of notes, so I wanted to talk about a few of the points. If you read the introduction, you'll kind of understand what this book is trying to get at, but it really raises the question of what happens to humanity when we lack empathy, and also whose fault is this? Is it the main character? Is it everyone else watching that doesn't actually do anything but acts like they care? On empathy, the main character says, "Empathy, I said to the police inspector, is an idiotic luxury indulged in by people who do nothing and who are moved by the spectacle of suffering." And towards the later of the book, she calls out everybody. "You are all there. It's a scandal. It's revolting. And yet that night I saw not one of them jump into the water to help, not one offering to reinflate the rubber dinghy with his own feeble lungs. But when it comes to protesting and calling other people monsters, then everyone has enough breath. There is no shipwreck without spectators." Okay, last part. "From inside their own homes, they're all watching the drama, and the drama is never ending. It plays out every day, every night, on high days and holidays. Even when they're doing other things, they're still spectators of the drama at sea." So yes, we might want to blame the main character for what has unfolded, but in reality, what do we do? I really like how the author tied things up at the end of the book. Also, if you've read this, did she do it or did she not do it? I don't think she did it, but my husband thought she might have done it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I would recommend reading some reviews because I didn't even think about this until I read reviews, but I don't want to spoil it. Those are my thoughts on Small Boat.
Locos Tacos Supreme. Was it the nacho fries? And then a Crunch Wrap Supreme. Okay.
I got some books at the used bookstore, so I thought I would share what I picked up. First, I got A Room with the View by E.M. Forster. I really like this cover. Although it is kind of falling apart, this is the only one that they had for A Room with the View, and I really wanted to read it because I know it's one of his, I think, most popular novels. It is falling apart. That's okay. It was only $2. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I like this cover. Very serious. This is a classic. I know a lot of people have read this. The Go-Between by L.P. Hartley. This was a new one. I really like this cover. I wonder who that is. Self-Portrait, Alvin Langdon Coburn. I looked up reviews for this while I was at the store, and it had pretty good reviews. I think it was like over 4 stars on Goodreads. I think this is probably going to be on the top of my TBR list. A Small Place by Jamaica Kincaid. I believe this is an essay. Yeah, an expansive essay candidly appraises the 10 by 12 mile island in the British West Indies where she grew up and makes palpable the impact of European colonization and tourism. I read Annie John by her a couple months ago and I really liked it, so I've been wanting to read more of her work. Lastly, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I was actually going to buy this from Barnes & Noble's a couple months ago, but I think this is her most popular novel. I think she actually only has a couple, or is this her only novel? I know she has collections of short stories and also poetry, but I think this might be one of her only novels, if not one of a few. Those are all the books I got.